Hello everyone. If you missed my last video, which was my first video on this channel, you will have found out that I'm autistic and I have ADHD, and also, I didn't mention this, but I also have a little bit of PTSD and definitely have generalized anxiety disorder, which I already knew about. That's old news. So, this video is just an update to let you know that shit has been hard. There's a pretty constant thought loop that contains many thoughts, and I'm not sure how to deal with this information. So, I thought I would share. Let me tell you about these thoughts. You're going to hear some paper ruffling. Ruffling? That's not the word. You're going to hear some paper in the background. That is my diary because I have been writing a little bit more just to get these fucking thoughts out on paper. So basically, last month, got the results of my evaluation done and, feeling a lot of relief, a lot of confusion. And ever since then, I've just been analyzing my past, present, and future, and it's a lot to think about. And on top of it, I'm working. I work full time from home, and there's just a lot going on in my brain. So one of the first things that I did upon finding out is I bought this book, Unmasking Autism, and I'll link it in my description as well if you want to check it out. But it's kind of like the friggin' Bible. I don't like religion, but it's kind of the Bible for autism. It's very current. I've been learning a lot about myself, but also taking it slow with this book because there are some exercises in it, and I want to take my time to really absorb everything. And also because one of the things I found out is my memory is really bad. So I have to take a lot of notes. I have to do a lot of highlighting to be able to remember all of this stuff. So there's that part of it, is I'm reading a lot about autism and journaling how I'm feeling alongside that. And one of the constant feelings that I'm continuously feeling is like a rage and also a sadness. Those are the two most common themes that I've had since then. And basically it's going along the lines of why didn't I find this out sooner? Why didn't teachers say anything? How come nobody noticed that I was struggling in school and not doing my homework? Why didn't doctors ever look into anything except anxiety? I'm downplaying it, but also I'm actually just full of rage about it. I know you're not supposed to just dwell on the bad, but to go 32 years and not know how to make things better for yourself, but you've put in hours trying to improve yourself, not knowing this humongous piece of why you're struggling. So there's a lot of rage there. And yeah, I haven't gotten through that rage yet. And also, there's a lot of relief that I finally do know, and I've seen a lot of other people share their stories on TikTok and YouTube, and they've reached out through Instagram and Facebook, and it's nice to know that you're not alone in your struggle, but also there's this incredible amount of vulnerability when you do decide to post something, even if it's just a freaking meme about autism. I still feel not so much shame about what I'm posting, but shame that people are going to think that I'm making this my entire identity and they don't want to see posts of that nature. But in reality, it is kind of a big part of my identity. So I want to post about it. And also it's really new for me. And the thing about special interests for me is I want to share the crap out of that stuff. So this is kind of a special interest for me for obvious reasons, and I want to talk about it. Like I've said in my first video, I want to shout it from the rooftops because, one, it's going to help other people, and two, it's going to help me. I just want to talk about it. But yeah, I'm still me. it's this weird feeling like it feels like I got everything about myself wrong previously. But I need to remind myself that, like, even though I didn't know that I was neurodivergent, I still found ways to accommodate myself over the years that have worked out. And I have been able to do a lot of amazing things despite all of these fucking challenges I'm going through. So I'm still me in the sense that I'm fucking hardworking. And, I might have had to mask my way through a lot of things, but those successes, those are mine. And I need to be proud of myself. But also, I need to learn to accommodate myself and stop ignoring these feelings that I've been feeling. Like all these sensory issues that I didn't realize that I had. I'm looking forward to making those better for myself. One little example of that is I'm really sensitive to light. When I'm out for walks, the sun kills me. Okay, this year I'm gonna wear some fucking hats, It's kind of a no-brainer thing, but like you kind of ignore that stuff. But it all adds up. Like everything, like when I was getting my evaluation, I just told them, like, I spent my life kind of feeling uncomfortable. Like mentally and physically, I'm just uncomfortable all the time. So 2023 is kind of dedicated towards feeling comfortable and learning what that means for me. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm kind of rediscovering what it is that I really like. And I think that I've always been really good with not caring so much and kind of like really going for my passions. It doesn't matter what people think. You tired?
Child, there's poop right here.
Lay down. Aww. So tired.
Doesn't that just make you want to scratch your...
Look at those teeth. Putting on a show. You're gonna bask in the sun. It looks cozy. I'm gonna pop down with you. Nice. We've got a green coat. Nice and warm. Look at the teeth. But I am guilty of like holding myself back and kind of dimming my shine when it comes to the people that are going to see or witness. So my goal for 2023 is obviously to learn to unmask and rediscover the things that I love. And I think a lot of that is going to be looking back into my childhood. And a lot of people, when they talk about being diagnosed late in life as autistic, they kind of have this Benjamin Button effect where when they were kids, they were very mature for their age. And as adults, they want to circle back and kind of revisit the interests they had as a kid that they didn't really pursue. So there's a Benjamin Button effect that I'm dealing with right now where I just want a lot of like kiddie sort of things to do. So this has kind of been like a ramble, but I wanted to close it up with this very personal diary entry from January 9th, 2023. And what I've found is if I journal, and this is why I don't like journaling, I can't stop once I've started. It just keeps going. Like I can ramble for fucking days until my hand cramps out and then I can't write anymore. But what I found and what slows me down is if I kind of be poetic about it a little bit, like I kind of figure out, okay, how can I say this better? And I never really thought that way. I just get it out of my head. I don't care how it comes out. Just get it out on paper. And so something that I had in my brain that probably could have been 10 pages, I got it down to 3, I think, maybe 4. And I kind of just wanted to maybe share this with you, even though it's very, very, very personal. So please enjoy. It's not the best. I'm not a writer, but here we go. This is my poetic voice. January 9th, 2023. My mind cannot rest, more so than usual. I've always been overthinking a ton, but this brings it to a whole nother realm of intensity. Past, present, future, and all that it entails now has to be analyzed with a different lens. Why do you have to, you ask? How can I not? Please tell me. This is a solo act. Incorporating anyone else in this process would be a tsunami-style wave of information that no other should have to endure besides me. I don't know who else that can handle it, or who would even want to. So, like the 32 years before this, I deal with this buildup of emotions, memories, hardships, and learning lessons alone, without the judgment of others and the burden I feel of annoying others with my problems that they'll never understand. The advice they give being empty because they haven't thought it through like I have. They haven't explored every path in their mind. They haven't looked above, under, and through all the solutions to my problems like I do. They don't see things in the complexity that I do, so I ask. I do admit I need a therapist, someone who understands my brain. Right now, working 40 hours a week feels like I don't have my brain. It feels my brain no longer belongs to me. It's chained to my desk chair in our home office, and it calls out to me when I leave the room at the end of the day. The only thing that keeps me functioning is my heart that is broken and malfunctioning. It keeps me going, keeps cheering me on, but ultimately it is broken, and the cheers are very quiet. We watch the days turn into night, night into day, and all we can do is feel. Our chained brain in the other room calling out ideas that turn into a thought loop that lasts days, circling over and over again as we make the bed, shower, brush our teeth, get dressed, and put on whatever lick of makeup that we can that makes us feel human. But we don't feel human. We are in pieces. Frankenstein's monster stitched up by societal expectations, each fleshy piece of me a learned quality from someone else. I'm searching for the pieces that are me, the soft, enthusiastic, strong, caring, beautiful weirdo human that I am. It's time to break my brain's chains, rest and mend this broken heart, cut off the dead skin that doesn't belong on this body, metaphorically, of course. Adorn clothing that perfectly fulfills this regenerated body, and shine. It's time to get in alignment for the first time in my life.